to the Council Home of Everything Nerd Culture. My name is Ludo.
My name is Timmy.
I'm Ryan.
What's going on, guys?
It's the usual. I'm
This guy hungover from a night out before.
I don't understand. Why is it like every time we have a recording session,
you got the night
someone
before.
has to tell me that, there's like a party, there's like a rave, or there's a drink up the night before. And I'm like in my head, okay, cool. I'm going to go for a couple hours, one, two drink, and I'm going to call it
couple drinks.
Couple drinks.
Or now look at my watch, like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, cool, fine. I got to call it.
5 o'clock in the morning, I got to be up in 5 hours.
5 hours, just like an hour's journey to get to the studio. But other than that, we're good. We're good, man. Usual stuff.
I'm done with the parties for like 2 months, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm on a time
out.
Everyone says this.
Nah, but man.
No. So what? Are you telling me no Halloween party? You say this now.
Right, I've never really cared for Halloween.
To be fair, I'm stepping out for Halloween.
Yeah.
But that's it, though. But that's it.
I don't really care for Halloween, so.
Until your boy said, bro, that's brave.
Literally, I could have went yesterday. I was like, nah, bro. I slept the whole day, bro. I was sleeping, man.
I need some sleep.
But literally, when they open things up in June, from June up until basically last week, I've been out every single week, bro. Yeah. Non-stop.
Do you know, I haven't been out as much as I thought I would be, actually. But it's only been out the past couple of months. Like, maybe since August.
June, July, August, September was lit. So you got out. So mentally, financially, physically, I'm so drained, bro. So
because every month you're like, I'm not going out anymore. And my wallet doesn't want me to go anymore. And it's like the next day.
And I said I'll stop around my birthday, innit? Around then, so obviously like 2 weeks. Obviously, by my boy's birthday, also literally now I'm done, bro. So
I hear it.
October, November. If it's not cinema, I'm not gonna be outside the house.
That's the type of motives I'm going out for. Cinema, watch movies. But I ain't getting drunk.
Nah, I'm not getting drunk. No, not that. But December, we back again. we go again.
Why are we back again in December?
December is the Christmas festive period.
True,
Get lit,
It's Christmas.
Exactly,
My
Christmas
birthday,
period.
I'm getting absolutely washed up.
We do for your birthday.
I might have a house party.
Ooh.
So look out for invites. That's happening for sure.
Ooh, that's a shout,
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some news. Apologies, no poll. I forgot. My bad. Don't kill me. So Catherine Hahn is reprising her role as Agatha Harkness in a new MCU series on Disney Plus. What do we think?
I'm not against it.
Okay.
Because MCU, I know we've seen stuff with Doctor Strange and sorcery, but it's a different type of magic.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really seen them delve into witches.
Hex magic,
exactly,
stuff like that,
yeah. So if they want to explain that, if they want to go into it a little bit more, and I think the series format, it would suit it very well.
Plus the viewers, they did take to her very well. Like they did enjoy her.
Very.
Yeah, exactly. She was pretty well received on obviously on WandaVision. So why not?
What do you think about it being a dark comedy though?
It kind of suits her character as well. Do you know what I mean? She was kind of funny, do you know what I mean? Yeah. When she was revealed as Agatha Harkness, I think it kind of makes sense. As the way her character was portrayed.
I think it's about what are they going to do? A backstory? Are they going to do a continuation from where things left off with WandaVision, which they might do, I guess, because she kind of lost her memory, but she doesn't know who she is.
Yeah.
Type thing. So it might be one of those things where it leads up after Multiverse of Madness or even beforehand. I think it's just about what story they tell. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for more content, get more spin-offs and stuff like that. So I'm okay with it for the most part. Yeah, and plus she's a character that everyone really enjoyed, and we got a lot of meme material, a lot of pop culture material from her. She took over social media for a while. She took over social media, and plus she's a character that you feel like she can hold her own in her own show where you won't get bored.
Yeah, for the actor's definitely good enough to do it as well.
Yeah.
So
what do you think of Monica Rambeau is also getting her own show?
I don't think she was ever going to get a movie, so I'll settle for a show.
Yeah.
She's going to be in the Marvel, right? With Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel.
Hopefully, you assume so.
She get her own show though.
So Miss Marvel's
but I'm expecting her to be in
the
But we are expecting her to be in the next Captain Marvel film.
Yeah.
But
what's the crossover?
I don't really expect her to be a lead.
Okay.
The three of them are supposed to be lead, I don't know, because it's called the Marvels, isn't it? So it's the three of them.
It kind of implies it, I guess.
Yeah.
But like I said, the show gives her a chance to kind of have the show to herself. Yeah. It's like her show, do you know what I mean?
I still want an explanation for her powers, because I don't like that we haven't had a explanation per se.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping to get an explanation during WandaVision, and then they kind of didn't do that. So I was a bit like...
I know.
That's probably they were saving it for her own show.
They need... Yeah, as long as we get an explanation, I'm fine. But I just don't like the whole she went through the barrier and all
and she got powers. Yeah, what everyone else went through, but they didn't get powers.
Right, exactly.
What's so special about her?
Exactly. Yeah. All right.
Okay, what if writer AC Bradley says she's been getting hate mail for killing off Tony Stark so much in the series?
Yeah. He appeared in 4 episodes, and every episode he's
been getting killed off.
Why? I don't know whether it's because like they don't have RDJ as who wasn't voicing Tony Stark, but like
you know what? Why is that?
But why does it matter though?
That's a good question. Like, why does it really matter? Like,
it's a what if. Like,
yeah,
they can. I mean, they have the license to do whatever they want. I mean, I get it. Like, he died quite a few times. It was a bit like, right, they keep killing Iron Man, innit? But
that could be a running joke. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he died in the main one, so he might as well die in everyone.
Yeah, I mean, he died in the main one. Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand the need for hate mail. Just because they killed him off.
You know people rock with Iron Man a lot, innit? So
yeah, but even so, man. Like,
but it's a what if? It's like literally open your mind to something.
It's light-hearted and fun, and you just take it for what it is, isn't it?
I mean, they killed off Cap in like every appearance he was in the show as well. So you know, what's the difference?
I think people care about Iron Man more. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah, clearly.
People care about Iron Man more.
Fair. The first trailer for Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City released in theaters. First trailer for Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City dropped. Releasing in theaters in November.
Yeah, I see that coming out. Yeah, I watch Raccoon.
I haven't seen the trailer for it yet.
Evil.
I've not watched the trailer, but I'll peep it.
With Resident Evil, it's crazy fucked up zombies.
How does it compare to like the first one? Do you think? Judging by the trailer.
Just by the trailer, you're gonna what you love from the original Resident Evil, you're gonna love in this as well. That's what I got from it.
Zombies and shooting.
Yeah, zombies and shooting, and crazy looking zombies do
pretty
crazy
much
shit.
Resident Evil,
Resident Evil, you know.
I mean, it's kind of interesting that they're kind of rebooting the whole Resident Evil franchise. I don't know whether it's going to be more closely linked to what went on in the games. So obviously, like the original set of movies was good.
Yeah,
it kind of fell off like near the end.
Yeah.
So if this is like a total reboot and it's going to be like close to the games and stuff, that might be more interesting than just kind of redoing it for the
zombie apocalypse movie.
Yeah. I mean, we've been getting a lot of zombie.
Zombies.
I don't know whether that's a resurgence because there was a period where the zombie content was everywhere.
Yeah.
Then it dipped. And then we're getting it back again.
Back again, yeah.
Although that might be because of the pandemic.
Exactly,
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
One wrong strain, we turn it to zombies.
Listen, I've said it before, right? This pandemic has shown me who exactly I would rock with and who exactly I would leave behind in a zombie apocalypse.
But it also shows that we will be screwed because obviously if we didn't deal with the pandemic, realistically, we didn't deal with the pandemic well enough.
Yeah.
If something like a zombie killing,
he would be done.
We would be done. We'd be finished.
Look at the petrol situation. And look at the toilet roll. Imagine a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. We'd be finished. Absolutely finished. Nah. Bare people get left behind, man. Of course, bare people. Of course. Even family, I can't lie.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, mum, dad, sis, bro.
If my mum gets bitten, hey, mum. Hey, mum.
You want to throw this?
You're actually good. Nah.
No.
You know, there'll be someone that they get bit, but they'll hide it as well. They'll hide it.
That's selfish.
That's selfish. That's slimy, bro. That type of slime right there. Yeah, what's that? No, that's a scratch. No,
it's not. And then you wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I need you over you.
The House of Dragons trailer finally dropped.
Hey, it looked real good.
It looked good.
Do you know what? It's funny because everyone said after like the last season of like Game of Thrones, whatever, they was like, "I'm done.
Yeah,
this is it. I'm not coming back."
It's like
a trailer dropped, and I was like, "Yeah, that's it. I'm back."
It's like an abusive relationship.
Yeah, exactly. You can't stop coming back.
You can't stop coming back. It's emotionally abusive because season 8 was so bad. It tainted Game of Thrones.
I don't know if season. Okay, I won't say all of season 8 was bad.
No, okay, a lot of it was okay. A lot of it was
the last 2 seasons for me.
Fair enough.
7 dipped a bit, but I wouldn't go as far as saying 7 was bad, but there was just a few inconsistencies. But then 8 was like, okay, bro, what's going on?
8 as a whole was bad, but I think 8 had like 2 good episodes. Like 2, at a stretch.
But the thing is, like, Game of Thrones as a show, it was all set up. So like the ending, the endings, the show heavily relied on the endings, and the endings didn't hit, so that ruined the whole show.
And a lot of the stuff that the payoffs were, like, for example, Jon Snow, he's half blood, half Targaryen, half for no reason. That didn't matter.
Yeah.
Literally, he's not the chosen for no reason. That didn't matter.
Yeah.
Arya start killing the Ice King, stuff like that. The way Cersei died as well. Cersei, literally, she got basically redeemed with Jaime.
Yeah, she deserved a much better death.
She deserved dying in the most painful way. Stuff like that.
Yeah, all the arcs that they set up basically didn't pay off. But the lore that the show has behind it. That's why the prequel show could still do very well.
Exactly.
And I won't even say, like, I think even to add to season 8, parts of it weren't shot great. Like, there was I think what episode was just bare dark.
Yeah, it was mad dark. Everyone complaining, like, is it my TV?
Yeah, I remember I was watching it on my phone at one point and I had to put my brightness all the way up. And I was like,
I couldn't see half the battle.
Literally, I had to watch it again. I was watching it on TV. I was like, on TV, I was like, nah, this is not me. I thought, like, people like, you guys watch it on your phone. Literally, everybody's watching it on your phone. Literally, as soon as you get it, you watch it. People saying you watch it on TV. I watch it. It's still the same.
Tried on my phone,
issue.
Tried on my TV. Tried on my laptop. Tried on my iPad. It was just dark as hell. I genuinely thought it was like it was me.
And also, good thing about House of Dragons, we're gonna get the big dragons that are bigger than
the ones that you've spoken about before.
We're gonna get those crazy big dragons that block out the sun and that. I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that.
That's good. When is this supposed to be out? Next year?
Yeah, I believe so next year. Yeah. New season of Young Justice premiering this year on HBO Max.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm well behind the Young Justice. I can't really. I need to rewatch everything from beginning again.
I mean, I'm gonna rewatch everything anyway.
Anyway, that goes without saying. So you ain't watched Outsiders? You ain't watched Outsiders?
Nah.
I
remember watching the first 2 seasons. Obviously, they took a long break, innit?
Yeah.
Basically, they never came back. The only reason they came back because of social media.
Yeah, the pressure, the fans put pressure on to bring it back.
Yeah.
So you ain't watched the new one?
Nah, I ain't seen nothing.
So basically, Young Justice Outsiders.
You might as well just watch 1 and 2 and then just watch 3 and then go into 4. But 3 is definitely worth watching. It's just as good as the first 2 seasons.
I've heard good things, don't get me wrong, but I just haven't actually sat down to be like, hey, I need to watch this. And I think I forgot half of what happened in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, so the best
obviously we know the arc's coming up as well, and what they do with the characters in season 3 to set up for like season 4, very interesting. So it's worth watching.
So I think the trailer's dropping on DC Fandom, which is at the time of listening this week. That makes sense. But I think I don't know. If I just hope it's a long season, not like a short mini season that they might do. And
to me, like I said, with the setups that they've put in there, it feels like they're telling a proper story. So I'd expect it to be.
We're gonna get a bit with that.
Okay, I need to rewatch. Yeah. I'll rewatch. Okay. Squid Game is eligible to be nominated for the 2020 Primetime Emmys. It's gonna win. It's gonna win something, isn't it? It's gonna be like Parasite. It's gonna win something. Yeah, it's gonna. I don't think you want to liken it to Parasite.
I'm just saying, like,
no, I know what you mean. Yeah. But like, I mean, like, there's something about Netflix for the past couple of years where they just seem to like. There's always like 1 or 2 shows that they drop
that grips everyone.
Yeah,
like Stranger Things or Squid Game. It
clears award season. Like, and I think a lot of people are like. Not concerned, but I think it's like for a platform like Netflix to drop shows that are winning Emmys, like primetime Emmys as well, like it's ridiculous.
And they say Squid Game literally is on pace to be the most watched show ever on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going crazy.
That's actually nuts. It's actually nuts because I don't think a lot of people were expecting Squid Game to be a successful as
I see a lot of people as well that I wouldn't usually associate with watching something like Squid Game. Yeah. And then a lot of people also buying into the thing. They're not watching it in like the English dub.
Exactly. People are probably immersing themselves. And one thing with Squid Game as well is a lot of FOMO. Because literally for the past 2 weeks, all you're seeing is like Squid Game references, memes and whatnot. Yeah.
I was even because I didn't start watching it until like last week some point. Yeah. I had to come off Twitter for a bit because I was seeing memes and I'm not understanding them and I don't want to ruin it for myself.
I remember watching it when the series dropped. I was like, oh, this is really, really good. And I started talking about it a little bit. But I didn't expect everyone to be talking about the show.
Everyone is talking about the show.
And it's actually crazy, like, the way people are talking about the show. And I think it's because, obviously, we've had things like Hunger Games and like, it's kind of like...
The dystopian future stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about it more when we get to the main topic stuff, but, like, Squid Game taking off was, like, a big surprise. So I'm expecting to win Emmys. And I think if Netflix is going to be, like, it's all our side stuff.
Moving on, Letitia Wright is reportedly pushing her anti-vax views on set of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. She's also parted ways with her US reps after backlash from sharing anti-vax videos on social media last year.
Yeah, I don't know what she's
doing. Is she trying to blow the bag? If you can be anti-vax, fair enough, innit?
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
But don't be spreading that on at the work set, bruv. Literally, I don't want to take the vaccine, fair enough. But just go about your work and just don't,
it's as easy as, okay, if you choose not to take the vaccine, fine. That's your choice. Yeah. Fine.
It's your God-given right.
At least adhere to, like, the protocols of safety and stuff. That's all you have to do. No one's forcing you to take anything if you want to take it.
And if you notice, it's usually the anti-vax people as well that are bringing it up as well, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're vaccinated, you're not, just leave it, let's go, let's carry on with our lives, bro.
You don't need to go on, like no one's... Okay, I know there's some situations where some workplaces are like, well, if you're not vaccinated...
You can't be there,
And sometimes you have to be like, do you know what? Fine, I'll take my L. Like,
it's not a job for me or whatever.
Like, we are in a global pandemic. I don't think people understand the gravity of that situation. So certain protocols are going to be put in place. If you don't want to take the vaccine, fine. But like to pushing like anti-vax rhetoric on set, because if someone start putting like if someone start pushing pro-vax rhetoric on set, you'll feel a type of way. And I feel like a lot of anti-vaxxers, not to get like on a political point, but I feel like a lot of anti-vaxxers seem to not grasp that. Yes, okay, fine. You pushing anti-vax stuff is one thing, But if people start pushing that pro-vaccination stuff on you, you now start feeling the type of way. It could be your rights are being, taken away from you and this and the other. So, like, I don't understand what she's doing on set because that's just going to mess up everyone's kind of flow on set as well. So...
That's the last thing you want to talk about.
Why ruin your bag, bro? Why?
Bro, they'll replace you.
Bro, like this.
They'll replace you, bro.
Listen, easily. Right.
Nah. Literally, and bro, you talk about your church, bro. Ain't no church made me even fuck up the Marvel bag. I'm not converted to that church.
I saw that too.
Are you crazy?
You can't convert with your God's content your Marvel bag.
Bro.
Nah, I'm sorry, man. Nah.
That ain't about the peas, bro.
Yeah. Nah.
It's ridiculous, bro.
I don't know why she's like part with her US rep team. I don't know what's...
It's because they probably told her,
like you got to stop. She's like, nah.
Stop this. She's like, no. She's obviously sticking to her guns.
Because she literally, last year she posted like a crazy, like an hour and a half of that video. That video was ridiculous. It was anti-vax, it was transphobic, like...
That video was a lot.
It was ridiculous,
bro. She was co-signing that video.
Co-signing it, bro. She was told... Exactly. Yeah. They probably told her, like, yo, you got to delete this, stop. She's like, nah, I'm not having that. Okay. So they're like, cool, we got to part ways then, innit? It is what it is.
I mean, we can find another Shuri. Don't get me too.
We can find another Shuri, bro.
We can find another Shuri.
We replace Rhodey, bro. Don't replace black people. Bro, don't play with Disney, man.
They got run against black people.
Bro, don't play with Disney, man. Don't replace a black person like that, bro.
Oh, man. Okay. Sorry. Keanu Reeves confirms that the live-action adaptation of his comic Berserker will be R-rated. The story will follow an 80,000-year-old immortal warrior with perfect memory that speaks a ton of languages and is hiding out in the USA.
With that, it sounds like Vandal Savage, innit?
A bit, yeah. Give me Vandal Savage vibes, yeah.
Have you read Berserker?
No, I haven't read it.
I've not, no.
Do you think it's worth reading? I'll have to check it out.
I mean, I'll check it out.
The premise sounds pretty cool.
The premise sounds great.
But I never, this is the first time like hearing of it.
Yeah, same. It's the first time I've heard of it, but why not?
What is it under? Is it under like Icon?
Nah, I don't know what it's under actually. I have to find out. But like I said, the premise does sound good, but it might be one of those really cliche. Actually, no, I remember him dropping this. I just didn't know it was a Keanu Reeves one.
So we're gonna live action adaptation? Yeah, it's alright,
It's under Boom Studios.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a Netflix series. Okay.
There you go.
We're good.
Easily accessible. Yeah. So I'll watch it.
Yeah, watch that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Alright, cool. Joaquin Phoenix is still down for Joker 2. As he said, there's some things we could do with this guy and explore further.
Joker 2 is gonna suck. So
I'm kind of like, don't mess with.
Yeah, exactly.
You got light in the bottle with the Joker origin story. What more do you want to go from there?
Yeah.
Like what can really be done that we haven't seen before?
And also, we did say if the only way Joker 2 can maybe work if you do introduce the Batman because the years are so far apart. How do you go about doing that?
It's just
I don't get it personally.
Yeah,
I feel like it was a movie that should have been left alone.
Yeah.
But it was so successful. I feel like they probably feel like they have to cash in and do another movie.
But the way to cash in isn't to do a Joker 2. The way to cash in is to build an Elseworld. I've said it so many times. Build an Elseworld
villain universe.
Villain universe. Yeah. That is the way to do it.
So it's a Bane origin movie. Bane.
There are so
Killer Croc.
So
even what's her name? Blowly, I keep forgetting her name.
Poison Ivy. Do you know
how
long obviously I know we've seen Poison Ivy before in live action, but I don't really...
He's like that, yeah.
Yeah, that movie was trash.
That movie don't count.
Since then, I wanted to see Poison Ivy
a lot more
in live action for so long, and it's just not happened. But that's what they should look towards doing. There's no need for a Joker 2.
It really isn't.
But obviously, I'll still watch it anyway, and if it's good, then it turns out to be good.
It was good.
I think a lot of these studios have got twisted. They think just because the movie, the first be successful, they automatically think we have to do another one.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's quite common that you see a sequel to a movie that's very successful and it doesn't live up to the first one.
Nope.
But we'll have to wait and see because they're definitely going to do it.
Even then with a Joker 2, what would you guys think? What premise? Where do you think they'll go?
The only way it's gonna work is gonna be like basically Joker versus like a police state type thing, and they can't really introduce Batman
because as we know in the movie, Batman's so many years apart from that.
Yeah, we literally met
young Bruce.
Bruce. So there's no way that could ever make sense.
So unless it's gonna be like unless it's gonna do like an older Joker with like a protege type stuff, that could actually be interesting to watch.
Like a Kid Joker type thing.
Yeah, like a Joker with a protege and a young and like a really old Harley Quinn. I don't know, but I just don't.
Even then, maybe they can do stuff like Joker, just trying to like blow up Gotham stuff like that.
I still think I think that's what it would be like.
Stuff like that, and the Joker just do villain type shit.
What they will do is they'll make Thomas Wayne Batman.
Ain't he dead though?
Did he die in the film?
Yeah, Thomas Wayne's dead.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what they're gonna do then. I just think they should run with their Oswald films because that could have been a really nice set, like 6 films. Like over, like I don't know. It's just a waste. It's just a wasted opportunity, and it just really bugs me because it feels like DC Warner Brothers are just missing these opportunities to do great stuff for the characters they have.
That are enclosed within themselves. They don't have to be connected. They don't have to be sequels. They should be cool.
Because they could have easily, like you said, used that platform to build off, do other movies, and that could have been their thing.
Yeah, that could even go in depth into Batman's Rogue Gallery as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many. Like even if you look aside, you can look at Batman's Rogue Galleries. He's got tons. But if you just look at the wider range of villains that DC have, there's so many good villains that they can pull from.
They could have done one for freaking Lobo. I know Lobo coming up, but there's so many villains that they could just take and be like, okay, let's reimagine their origin story. Let's reimagine what it took for them to get to
where they are.
That would be very cool to see as well.
That would be, and if you could still do the DCEU and still do other standalone films, but again, it's just a waste of opportunity.
It would just been something unique and fresh.
And it would be so different from what Marvel's doing that will allow people to be like, okay, well, this is what DC's doing, this is what Marvel's doing. I can enjoy both without having to do like
the comparison all the time.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm tired, man. I'm tired of going on about this because it's just like freaking irritating. Marvel India says Blade is releasing October 7th, 2022. I saw this. Apparently, it was a old photo from before like everything kind of happened.
Before the pandemic.
Remember there was the was either a Marvel or Disney event where they announced all the upcoming stuff coming up in it.
Yeah, it was a Disney Expo, I think.
Yeah. So like when they had that and like they showcased they're gonna do Blade and Marshall Ali's gonna be playing them and stuff. That's from that. I think it will now be an old press release under NDA and stuff with like dates and stuff, but.
So that's not the actual date.
It's not the actual date because it's now October.
Yeah, true. It doesn't make any sense.
No, but 2022 though.
No, it's not coming to 2022 though.
Okay.
No, definitely not 2022.
Yeah, but even if you think about it, even if it was coming in 2022, but you still would have got more than what we've got.
Fair enough.
They literally announced it. Obviously, they said who they cast as Blade Mahershala Ali. Apart from that, you've had nothing. It's non-existent.
Nothing like a poster.
Yeah, exactly.
Set pictures or nothing. So yeah, that's not happening. Eternals is confirmed to have two storylines, one in the past and one in the present.
Lovely stuff.
That's good.
That's good. Also with the runtime as well, it makes sense. 2 hours and 45 minutes as well.
That is going to be good.
They're going to go into a lot of detail. They have to. They have to explain a lot to us.
Because I remember saying before, I wasn't that interested in it because I felt like what Disney or Marvel would do, they'd probably just like not go in depth with the lore and probably just skate over it.
They have to.
But now I'm feeling like with the runtime, like and hearing that they're going to have 2 storylines, one set in the past. Which is obviously going to be more important in terms of going into the lore.
Yeah.
That gives me more hope.
Shows who they are, where they came from, what are they doing on Earth, all that stuff, who are their villains, all that.
Exactly,
they have to go into all of that.
And the present one's going to be addressing things like where they were during like Thanos, the whole like, we have like 12 days to save like the planet or something like that. And then the Celestials, like it's gonna be a good film. I think it's gonna be very, very different to what Marvel's done so far. I think it's gonna be, it might be the film that wins Marvel another Oscar. I think it's just that different, and with the roster of characters, roster of actors it's got,
the actors,
Angelina Jolie,
like there's just something really different about Eternals. It doesn't feel.
They got Jon Snow and Robert Stark.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
yeah, it might do. It might. You'll definitely be nominated. Wins. Depends. We'll see.
Cool. James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special will introduce one of the greatest MCU characters.
It's gonna be Adam.
Adam Warlock,
It's gonna be Adam Warlock.
It's been like who actually said that? Did James Gunn say that himself?
Yeah, he said.
So if he said that himself,
but he said Adam Warlock. He just said one of the greatest MCU characters.
It's gonna be
the thing is though, I think it will be Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
But if it's not, don't be surprised if it's a character that we would not expect.
Nova.
It's gonna be Adam Warlock or Nova. 100%.
If it's one of them two, then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be Nova because I'm not too fussed about Adam Warlock.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like him, but
fair enough.
I don't really read that. Like, I don't really read stuff with Adam Warlock in it. I've not seen him and stuff for ages. But Nova, he's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. Which Nova do you want? Adam Ryder or
the other one? What's his name? Is it Sam?
I know Adam.
The young one, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want a young one?
Yeah,
bro. Young Avengers. For me, everything's leading up to Young Avengers.
I've been saying this on every episode.
I don't want no like these old faces. Give me all them young fresh faces that we can like grow up with and stuff. Yeah.
Because it gives them more time to work with. They can do more movies.
Fair enough. You're going down the line. Yeah.
And I feel like Adam Warlock's time has passed. Like
we should
have seen something in Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah, because we got the setup for Adam Warlock so long ago. Was it in like Guardians
2?
Guardians 2?
Like literally there. And it was like, I don't know whether it was a waste of opportunity or like Feige was like, we'll lose him later down the line. But like, if we were going to have Adam Warlock, should have had him by now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I'm just not too fast.
I think the plan was
Warlock,
always Adam Warlock to be shown in the next phase. Obviously, going to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and the movie substantially coming on after that. I don't think the plan is to ever turn up Infinity War.
The question is, who is the bad that we would need Adam Warlock for if not Thanos with Infinity Stones? Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, with this, they as you know, they changed the story anyway because in the comics, he's twin, not her son, or whatever.
Yeah.
So they changed it. So his motivations will be different. They won't be connected to the stones compared to his motivation will be different. Like in the comics, these motivations of the stones or whatnot, either he takes care of them, whatever. But in the movie, it's gonna be
completely different. Completely
different. And plus, literally, the reason why what's her name even made Adam Warlock is because the Guardians of the Galaxy's fucked her over.
Yeah.
So
that's
his motivation to be
even his origin is completely different.
It's completely different.
So you expected him. So when we do see him, if it is him, you expected him to be kind of like
he's
an antagonist,
he's
like an enemy.
The villain. Then they turn into like an anti-hero type person. You can find out cool. Now these guys are pretty cool. Go from there.
Leave them, go out into the find my own way.
Literally, that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how it's gonna be.
Okay. This episode of the Nerd Council podcast is brought to you by Elgato and the new Wave 1 microphone. Now, I know you're probably thinking this is some generic podcast ad, but mate, you cannot deny the sound quality. The new Wave 1 has allowed us to deliver an incredible audio experience for you guys, while still allowing us to deliver the same great content you all love and enjoy. So go check out the new Wave 1 and see how it can improve your audio content. Now, back to our episode. All right, let's go into our main topic. We are talking about Squid Game. We are talking about the new Netflix show that's taken over social media.
The new Netflix phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Okay, so what did we think of Squid Game?
Well, that was refreshing. It was I really enjoyed it. I literally think it's a show that Netflix got used to watching, like, because you keep watching, you can't stop.
Yeah.
One of them shows, it was like that for me.
Yeah, I watched it quite late, innit? Like I said, I see all the buzz on
I see all the buzz as well.
I see all the buzz on social media. I see loads of memes, people talking about it. And then when I watched the first episode, I was still very shocked, but in a good way. But in a good way, I didn't expect that.
I was surprised by the build-up. I thought it was going to be one of those shows that goes right into like the punching. Like it was a really nice build-up in terms of like exploring the characters' motivations behind wanting to take part in the Squid Game. And they really took the time to flesh out these characters, even though it was like, what, I think 10 episodes or something like that? 9 episodes, right. Yeah. And they took time to really flesh out these characters and why they participate in the Squid Game, you know, their drive to finish it, all that kind of stuff. Like, it was a really, really interesting to see that.
You know, I really liked what you're saying as well, but I really liked how they actually voted to leave the game.
Yeah.
And then it shows how, like, each character, why they all go back.
Yeah.
That's what I really liked.
It shows that even the left the game, like, life on the outside isn't necessarily better than life on the inside. They need to do whatever they can for that money. It shows literally people would go to that further extent of what humanity is meant to be for money.
I saw a couple of people saying, like, why didn't you just file for bankruptcy and stuff like that? And I feel like that's not always like an option for people. Sometimes you just do need the money. Like in I can't remember the main character's name now. Jihan, right? So Jihan's case, he had loan sharks to deal with. He put his mum's shop up for collateral.
No, that was Sang-woo. Sang-woo did that.
Was it Sang-woo? Okay,
yeah, Sang-woo put it down for
but even Sang-woo's like motivation stuff. Like he had like his mum up shop up for collateral and stuff. So having to leave the game without having the money to deal with these situations, it's like, well, I would rather deal with the game.
Like even Jihan, like say he files with bankruptcy, called the bank ain't gonna affect him, but he still has loan sharks on his ass as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So he still has debts from other places as well, and plus as well.
And then obviously his daughter moving to the US. I think that was obviously the main thing.
And also his mum got sick as well, and there's no insurance.
The hospital bills,
yeah. So
like people like to face death as opposed to going back to real world is a mad thing. Like for only one person to win.
Exactly.
And then like I'd rather face death and rather
have the chance,
be killed, but have the chance to win all this money and fix my problems in the real world.
And it's not even just like death as well. It's the way people are getting killed.
Yeah,
like when you're watching people that. So if you look at like the first game, the first game was it like red light, green light?
Yeah.
Like none of them expected people were gonna die, and then all of a sudden the first person moved, boom, it just took off his head.
And even the person thought, "No, you're joking. This must be like a prank." No, guys, brains on the floor, bro.
I wasn't expecting anyone to die. I can't lie to you. I thought it was gonna be a case of like, okay, well, you're out.
You leave, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's literally a life or death game situation.
But I think it was mad that with the red light, green light. So after the first person died, and it was like panicking. They still kept on shooting people.
Yeah, literally. Because they're moving, isn't it?
Yeah, that was because they're moving. Yeah,
I like that as well. Like when the first person got shot, and then obviously everyone panics, and then they start running.
They're still
boom. I was like
crazy. Literally, and things after it took people a while. Okay, I got to stay still. I'm going to die.
Yeah, and you saw it. Some people started to clock pretty quickly. Some people couldn't hold it together, and they obviously died.
Yeah.
And it shows about holding your nerve amongst all sort of pressure situations as well.
My favorite bit in the episode was probably the bit that got memed most. And you know the character Ali.
Yeah.
He saved Jihan, didn't he?
Yeah.
He saved him. That was nuts.
That was crazy.
I think Ali doesn't know him from anywhere as well. He doesn't know him from Adam.
Like he didn't have to.
He didn't have to. Because I think it's him saving him as well, put him at risk as well. Because he was struggling for the last few seconds as well. He was struggling, so he's putting his life at risk for a guy he doesn't know from anywhere.
But I think there's reasons for that. I think with Ali's character in particular, from what I've read about like life in Korea,
as undocumented immigrant,
undocumented immigrant stuff like that. I feel like there's a. I don't know if it's a class system or like a respectability
class.
thing.
Obviously, the class is colorism as well.
Right. Yeah. So I think in Ali's case, it's like he feels compelled to help him.
Yeah.
When no one else would help him.
Exactly.
So Ali feels compelled to help him, and it even goes down to things like with his language, calling them
sir
and things like that.
Using honorifics.
People don't know.
Constantly using honorifics as well. Yeah. With Ali as well, as an undocumented immigrant, he's seen on the totem pole of the class system in South Korea, and also him for like literally the reason why he even joined the Squid Games as well, because literally for 6 to 8 months he's been working basically for free. His boss hasn't been paying him, and during those periods he's been treated poorly as well. As a lot of undocumented
he got done dirty throughout that whole show, man. Shout out to my guy Ali, because
I can't. The way he died pissed me off.
But the thing with Ali, I was fuming. It also shows that he was naive. It also shows kindness actually is weakness as well.
Yeah,
because literally Sang-woo took his kindness for weakness. Like, okay, you guys being too kind to a fault.
Yeah, he's a bastard. Sang-woo.
But that's the thing though. You're going to have to do that because Sang-woo sees it. It's either me or you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I don't want to, but I have to do that to survive.
Yeah,
because
go
on
one of the other, again, you know, with the honeycomb one.
Yeah.
Sang-woo tried to do Jihan. They didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do what he done to Jihan. That's just.
You should tell all of them, everyone, let's all go to the triangle. He knew what the game was.
He knew what the game was, and he knew what was going on, and he tried to send man to his death.
He
clocked.
That's why he's like, I need to tell you something. Okay, no, never mind.
And then he was going to tell him, and he went, don't worry. Yeah. And then he picked that umbrella, and he knew what time it was.
Yeah, he knew what game was. Yeah,
bro. Nah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah.
But that's also when you notice you're in the game, when you clocked when the first guy gets killed that night. And when everyone clocks, you can kill people. Yeah, that's when I think everyone's humanity, literally the last little spiritual humanity they had left. Goals,
that's the good thing about the show. It shows you the different side to human nature. Because I was going to mention that as well. As soon as they clocked, we can eliminate people ourselves.
Yeah,
it turned into a bloodbath.
Yeah,
and then people literally broke off into like different teams. Yeah.
How did Han not get caught with that lighter though? In the honeycomb game, like with the lighter burning the needle.
No, that wasn't Han. It was a woman.
Yeah, but the woman's called Han.
Her name's Han.
Yeah.
Oh, because I know Jihan of.
Yeah.
She was just quick with it. She was quick with it, innit?
Nah, she got caught. I can't lie. It almost looked like it almost looked like they wanted her to like cheat. I don't know.
I think with the game, it sort of shows that use what's ever around you to get through the game.
Definitely
use what's around you. So I think maybe they didn't know. And if it was cool with it, but use whatever around.
Because it wasn't like it was.
But didn't she sneak that in?
Yeah.
Because when she we talk about when they voted to leave, she came back. She went to the toilet. She pulled it all out. She snuck it all in.
Yeah.
She plugged it. Yeah.
She plugged it. Yeah.
You got to do it. She had cigarettes for it. She's like, I need to think, but it just shows that how literally desperate these people are to go back. You know what that game is? It's a killer game. And even when they're voting, people actually voted to carry on.
Yeah.
Because I thought, all right, cool. Why am I also carry on? I don't want the people that died money to go to their family, to their funerals. I can use that money for myself.
Because there's no point this money going to the people that died. It's going to be wasted on them. Because
they're not alive to spend it.
Yeah, exactly. So I might as well keep going, try my luck, and win. But I think which game do you think was the most brutal though?
I would say the game that was most brutal. Actually, in a way, just mentally, in a way, I'll say the partner game.
Yeah, that for me was that's
because people said you need at the start the rules like when they explain like cool get a partner, so we think cool we're going to be as a team.
Yeah, we're
even that fucked up. You're facing each other.
Yeah.
So when the guy faced his wife,
that was the one that got me.
People had to face you're making friends.
Yeah.
Because even when the two girls, I forgot their names.
Oh, that was probably my favorite scene.
Because literally they were speaking like, after this we should go out for mojito.
She kept forgetting,
like,
didn't she? Yeah.
Only one of us is leaving here.
Yeah.
But I felt like I like that in that episode particularly. That was like my favorite because obviously different characters have got their storylines going on.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite one because you could see as well from her character what she had done. She explained her backstory. They spoke in it.
Yeah.
And the reason why she clearly had that conversation was to find out what the other person had back home.
Yeah.
And when she realised she's got more back home than I do.
Yeah, she has more to lose. She's like,
yeah.
But what did you think of her sacrifice? Did you find that honourable? Or how did you find it?
It was
honourable.
Yeah.
I liked it because I knew she was going to do it. I kind of predicted that. I kind of worked that out just before she done it.
Yeah.
I was watching it with my girl and I said to her, she's going to lose on purpose. I bet she's not going to throw it far because of the conversation. I kind of worked out what was going on. But I liked it. It was a nice
even
touch.
though like to build a strong like that to feel cool, I'm gonna give up my life for you because you clearly have more to lose. Even then, even though for example, you have more to lose, I still have my life. You still have your life. That's the most precious thing.
But that's about the show. Like I said, delving into like human nature. Not all humans are the same.
True.
So, but you've got people like is it Sang-woo who done Ali dirty in that episode. With the Rocks.
That's shiesty,
so you got that on one side,
yeah.
and then obviously you've got people on the other flip side. Not everyone's like that. Not all people are going to act like that in the same situations. That's why the show's so good, because stuff like that.
Do you think there's a realism to the show?
I think this is obviously kind of auto, but I do think stuff like that does go on.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that, like in those secret islands, billionaires. Because I see it as also even why the old man the plot twist. The old man said the reason why he even created this stuff is because he has all the money in the world.
But he doesn't have to spend it.
He doesn't have to spend it, and he's bored. I can imagine literally when you can buy anything. Spending time on a yacht can get boring. So you're gonna look for what's the next thing to fulfill my satisfaction, fulfill my needs. How can I spend this money? What literally the normal rich stuff is no longer fun. So I'm gonna push the extent. So what's push the extent? Seeing humans do the most or killing themselves.
In terms of like realism, I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't go as far as that, but I feel like if someone was to create their own Squid Game, and how many players was there? 456.
About
If you was to get 456 and put humans in exactly the same type of situation, you would get similar results.
You definitely would.
Yeah.
I think to the point of people killing each other.
Yeah.
It definitely happen. Yeah. Like, I think there's just something about, like you said, like rich people having just too much money, too much time on their hands, and being looking for that fix, for that rush. Because literally after a while, the yachts and all that stuff gets boring. I can imagine. So they're gonna look to do nefarious things. There's definitely a realism.
And as I say, like money is the root of all evil as well. So
I mean, with people with that much about money can, in a sense, buy people to do whatever they want to do.
Exactly.
Because, I'm guessing 400 million is nothing to a lot of people.
Exactly.
And that's probably true. So
even on a low level, when like everyone had that joke, what would you do for £100? Or if I was, like some other people would you do this for 20 grand? Stuff like, everyone grown up said like silly stuff. Okay, would you go lick the floor for 20 grand? It's the same premise. It's the same premise.
Like what are you prepared to do?
Is that what you're prepared to do?
What do for a loss of my money?
And that makes it as well. All those people had financial constraints where they're so in crazy debt, so they're prepared to do it. It's not just we're fine, but literally these people are at the bottom where they're down and out. This is their last.
But it's also because obviously you could see the prize pot when players would get eliminated, it would fill up. They can see the money. They can usually see it in front of you, but you can't have it. But they all want it because they all need it. So being able to see that in front of you, something that you can't attain, but you can if you do this, if you kill this person. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of those things that everyone has a price.
Yeah, literally, that's what everyone has a price.
Everyone has a price. Like, it doesn't matter how, noble you think you are, honorable you think you are. Like, if it gets to a point where someone offers you the right amount of money to do something, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. People will be like, nah, I won't.
But you'll never know unless you're put in that situation.
Especially if you can physically see the amount as well.
I can imagine people like Jihan, Sang-woo, they didn't think they're going to this, they're going to end up shiesty, but even Jihan...
But even Jihan, in the Marble episode, even he did. Yeah. And I kind of worked that out as well. Yeah. I said, I bet he hasn't, because obviously he has like dementia, doesn't he? I said, I bet he hasn't forgot. I bet he's just, he knows. Yeah. Which he did, obviously. He said to me, why are you trying to fool me?
Like, you want this way to like say like my friend and stuff like that, but like
my friend, but literally my life is more important than you, my friendship with you.
But the maddest thing is, they were genuine friends.
Yeah,
Jihan did genuinely care about him.
But he just cared about his life more because obviously he's like, I gotta get back to my mum, my daughter, I gotta get back to all of those people.
He's like, you're already dying, like
you got dementia.
And it hurt him. He hurt him to portray him.
Yeah.
So when he realised that he knew exactly what he was doing, I think it hurt him even more.
Yeah.
To the point where like when he lost, Yeah, that was a tough episode.
Because even Ali, when Ali was winning, he's like, bro, he didn't, like, in a way he didn't want to win, like, you know.
Yeah, that definitely was the toughest episode to watch, man.
Yeah, so was that.
Okay, so do you think you would have survived Squid Game?
No. I'll probably, red light, green light, I would win. Honeycomb, probably not. I'll probably get the umbrella and I'm screwed. Yeah.
I think, red light, green light, I think I would have been.
Yeah, red light, green light, like, you know, what's time to work, yeah.
Even after everyone gets shot up, do you think like...
But then again, can you hold your nerve? That's the thing. Would I be... if I could hold my nerve, I think I'll be able to survive. If I can't, I'm done.
I feel like for red light, green light, the easiest way to do it is like to crawl on the floor.
Because I think time might run out. Because remember, time ran out for some people. And
you crawl fast. Crawl fast. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, red light, green light seems to be, like, the easiest.
You just stand behind someone, they clocked it, innit?
Yeah.
They clocked it. It's like a motion sensor.
You got to understand, with Squid Games as well, a lot of the games are team-based. So you got to rely on other people. Like, for example, obviously the
Tug of War.
That was a really good episode.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
So, that's the thing. Obviously, the Honeycomb and thing, those are, like, single player, basically. You're every man for themselves. But the team player games, so working a team that you're facing G Hun's team, when they got the technique how to win, stuff like that. That's out of your hands, basically.
Yeah, like you have to rely on other people for your life. And it's kind of
Or even less.
I like that as well because it was funny how as soon as that happened, no one wanted the women in their team. No one wanted the old people in their team.
It shows how quickly people will be ageist and sexist.
How quickly people turn.
Exactly.
And then did you say the lady's name was Han?
Yeah.
How obviously she was with that guy, you know, like the gangster guy with the long hair. He kicked her out quick.
She thought she was comfy at the time. She's like, this is my group, I'm comfy.
It's my boy.
It shows that they'll kick you up.
He wants it. Like, I'm going to survive this thing. Nah.
It shows that literally people would literally cut you out.
And then she got killed for not even just because she didn't have a team.
Yeah.
Remember didn't they kill her?
No, they didn't kill her. No, they just sent her back. They sent her back to the.
Remember, that was for the doubles game. The marbles game.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
the marbles game. She got through to the next round. Like she got a round by.
Oh,
she died on the glass game.
Oh yeah. The glass game.
Do you think them rigging it near the end was fair?
That was not fair at all.
Especially after my man went out.
It wasn't because when you saw the whole thing with like when they were harvesting the organs and that with the doctor and that, and he made a point of killing them because it's all about fairness and that, like a bit of a twisted way.
Yeah.
Like, but it kind of made that a bit pointless. You know what I mean?
With the glass game as well, because when they noticed, obviously the guy was like what do people want
glass making guy.
Glass making guy. He could tell what glass was rigged and what glass wasn't.
Yeah.
Once they noticed that, like, cool, let's make it worse. Let's turn off the lights. That doesn't make the game fair.
Nah, at all.
That fucked it up. And even towards when you end the glass game, when the glass game ended, all three of them were at the edge, and they blew up the glass.
Yeah.
So they could get hurt even more. It clearly showed the game wasn't fair.
I think that also shows that the guy running the Squid Game isn't really the guy in charge anyway. Because we know it's like these rich white men who are looking at him for a show. So once they realize that these people are actually going to survive this game, because this guy knows what he's doing, they're like, okay, well, you know,
we need to kill him. Yeah.
So in a sense, I'm sure the guy who looks over the Squid Game does want fairness, but the people who are really pulling the strings and
the white people, are
like you know.
Even you can see that they were sick and they were sick from the way they were speaking when they set up at the thing and took the pervert. Yeah. What was your guys' thoughts of the police guy storyline? Hey, I need his phone because that Barry didn't die.
That Barry didn't die.
That Barry lasted.
I think
it was set up well, but it wasn't
the way it ended.
The way it ended.
No, but the end is clearly like, look, this is season 2. That's what the end of the story was. Season 2. But I think that storyline is important because I feel like if Sung-woo had picked red instead of blue at the beginning,
I've seen that theory and I really like it.
I think he would have been one of the guards as opposed to one of the contestants.
Yeah, apparently if you pick a red envelope, you're one of the guards. Like Timmy said, I see that. I think that's because they make an emphasis on the envelopes between the colours as well, don't they?
Pick red or blue, and then when you go in there, the people who pick blue are in blue, and the people who pick red are in red. So I feel like that's what you're being offered when you get.
But then if you're a red guard though, what do you get out of it? Like, you get paid. You get paid.
Yeah, you get paid.
Okay.
But obviously there's rules you have to abide by. Your protocol. If you break it, you get killed. So in the same situation, you're basically in the same situation as the guys you took part.
But then again,
not quite.
But then again, also even when you're one of the red guys, the guards basically, you have to kill some of those people, innit? Literally, the honeycomb game.
Yeah. So
you got like kill people.
But I guess some people. No one knows who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, they very rarely take off their mask.
But still,
identities.
Obviously, no one knows who you are. But don't you think it's too easy to just start killing like that? Just because no one knows.
I guess so.
Just because someone no one knows where, I don't think I just go start killing it.
I get that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that either.
You have to be like trained to do that, no? That's what I'm saying.
So again, it's like, what are you willing to do for money? Are you willing to kill other people?
It's the same kind of concept that everyone has a price, isn't it?
Understandable,
and I'm sure these guys, like, it's not their first Squid Game. I'm sure the guys in Red is like...
Yeah, because we saw that with the police officer, we saw as well, that was it, I think the first one was in 1999?
Yeah, exactly,
So, I don't know if some of them done it before, but this has obviously been going on for a very long time.
Yeah.
So it might be a case of like...
Some of them are desensitized to it now.
The guys in Red have been going on for a while. You do it up to a point and then you leave, or whatever it is. But like, I think they very much go into it with the same mindset of like, what am I willing to do for money? And I don't know if in season 2 they're going to show us if someone picks Red, and or confirm the theory that if someone picks Red, they become one of the gods. Okay. But I think they should, because I do think that's a really interesting concept.
Yeah, no, same. I really like that theory when I see it.
Because it made me rewatch the whole show in a different way. Because it's like, if he had picked Red, you know, would he be willing to kill people?
And exactly, if, say for example,
because with the green, obviously with the contestants, you kind of get led up to having to kill people. Yeah, the guards, you have to do that from the jump.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes more sense as the green, because you see it as cool, people are dying around me. You're allowed to kill. You have to kill to survive. Yeah. The guards, you kind of like in that space where you don't have to. It doesn't. There's no lead up to it in that way.
Nah, I think it's probably the best theory I've seen from the show. So it's definitely, but apparently we'll never get season 2. So
the writer said like he didn't say about season 2 innit, but as we know, when things become popular, they want to recreate and carry on. So maybe Netflix knocking on the door like, yo, big man, start writing.
Again, it's like, what are you willing to do?
Exactly.
How much do we need to offer you for season 2? Like, you know, like, do we need to give you an Emmy? Do we need to?
we can read that.
We can read the Emmy. You know, with a couple of Emmys, so you know, and give you a couple million. Yeah, cool, fine. All right. So, what UK game? Well, if it was a UK version of Squid Game, what games would there be, and would you win?
Stuff like British Bulldog.
British Bulldog, 100%.
Like British Bulldog.
Bleep test.
Bleep test, 100%. Bleep test would be it. Bleep test.
That'd be a really
was the British Bulldog. What's like maybe like something like Sudoku.
Sudoku as a test.
I think so. Yeah, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that game would kill me. That would kill me.
Because not all games are physical.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's my mental. So
okay, Sudoku, I can see that.
See.
Egg and spoon race.
Yeah, egg and spoon race.
Oh my days, if you jump the egg and spoon race.
You're done.
I'm putting my thumb over it.
Yeah,
I'm holding it with my thumb.
But you know what? Yeah, those people, they didn't eat well, bro. I get just egg in the beer.
Was it egg in the beer or was it egg in the what?
Egg in the beer. Like, remember egg in the beer, bro?
So they got given egg in the beer. That's how the whole thing started as well, because they stole the food.
Yeah, they killed the guy. Like, then the guy got killed because obviously he got basically beat up, and they see the money drops in. That's why everyone clocked.
Everyone just clocked. And as soon as the lights went out, they done it on purpose as well. They done it on purpose as well.
Yeah, that's it. Then the light shop, we know. Everyone's like to die. Because literally, the lights went off and that. Everyone's like, okay, we've got to make our barricades and whatnot. People's like, yeah, I'm going to come kill you.
That was interesting, though.
I swear they didn't make the barricades first.
Yeah, that was
they knew they had to make the barricades.
The first day was
and none of them slept.
Could you sleep in that situation?
No chance.
You know, literally, when actively the guy said, I'm actually coming to kill you, you're not going to sleep.
Trying to think what other games would be good for UK version of Squid Game. Because they were like playground games.
Yeah, that's the playground games, yeah. You know the last Squid Game, though? I didn't actually get that game, you know.
What? They explained it at the beginning.
Yeah, but even then, I still like...
When they explained it at the beginning, I was a bit like...
Yeah,
I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really get the purpose of the game, but like... I don't know why it's called Squid Game either, because it doesn't look like Squid. So I'm really confused by that as well.
What do you guys think of Jihan and Sangwoo's relationship and that dynamic?
I liked it because obviously when you so when you're first getting like introduced to like Jihan, you're seeing like all his money problems, like especially like with his mum and whatever, and then his mum's talking about Sangwoo, who's this guy who's gone off and he's done this and that.
He's done big things for himself.
No, he's actually in the same situation. Yeah. So not everything is what it seems.
Exactly. He was talking with his class of uni. He was talking with class of uni.
But that's what I think I did think that was innocent. I like pretty cool about Jihan. He always found a reason to big up Sangwoo. He's like, you know, this guy, we're from the same neighborhood, but he went to like one of the best schools in South Korea. He always just shows that he always found a way to big him up.
I
don't like Sangwoo though.
Nah.
Shady.
Obviously he's shiesty, that's who he's shiesty, but still, Jihan always found up to a point like, alright, cool, I'm not gonna big up anymore because you're in the same hellhole as me. So clearly you're not the golden child that you said you were.
Yeah, but he thought he was.
I mean,
that's why you asked him, like, what did you do to get into the situation? What have you actually done to like end up
Because remember, there was a period like obviously I think the first or second episode, third or one episode, like showing why everyone the reason why, because he basically stole and he got caught stealing from like trying to fix up stocks and bonds and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, and even then it also shows that it's a common trope that mums will see their only son as like this golden child, but they're clearly not. Because even the mom was like, she was bigging up her son to that woman. Yeah, and she's like, and the woman was like, he's English. She's like, I don't think you like you, innit? Then the police come saying your son's under arrest for XYZ. I like that it shows so many different common tropes that come up as well.
I mean, like I said, like they really took their time to really flesh out these characters and help you understand why they're in that situation, and even to a point, either start rooting for characters or just start hating characters. And even the characters you start rooting for, sometimes you end up hating them, and some of the ones you start hate. Like the woman Han, the one that was with the thug, whatever. Yeah. Like up to the point where the episode where she died. Up to the point where she like sacrificed herself. I was like, I really hate this woman. I can't stand her. But then like, I don't know. Her kind of sacrificing herself. I was like, okay, all right. I see. I kind of understand her motivations as to why she would do that, as opposed to just like carrying on. And
I think with her, she really felt like hurt and betrayed when the guy got rid of her. Because she's like, I gave myself up for you, or you had sex with her, whatever. I gave myself. I thought like I'll be locked in for as long as we go through, and you just threw me away at the first chance. At the first chance, you threw me away. So I thought, I'm gonna get you back one way or another. She like the way even if it takes me killing myself, you're coming with me.
Yeah, she said that. If you betray me, I will kill you.
Exactly. Yeah.
She held on to that.
She did.
She's a woman of her word. What did you think of what's her name? The woman from North Korea.
Oh, I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name.
She's gone global now, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because before the show, she only like 300k followers. She's like 15 million.
I see. She got a deal with Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton, yeah.
Off the back of Squid Game.
Yeah. Everyone's loving it, isn't it?
I mean, most of the actors on the show are popular by Korean standards, isn't it?
Yeah, but now they're like global, globally popular, you know.
Like the guy who plays the cop, like he's done Harper's Bazaar, he's done Vogue, he's done all these kinds of stuff. So like now that they're getting like this kind of global,
let's say the Western media,
it's kind of crazy. Like it's really interesting.
They become like global megastars overnight, basically.
And I think it's gonna be interesting to see whether they start appearing in more like Western media as opposed to. Or it's either going to be a case of.
But I think it'll show that more people start looking to more Korean stuff as well.
Yes, I was going to say.
Parasite was a start. People are cool. Because even the director said, like, guys, you guys are missing out on so many great TV shows or movies because you don't like read subtitles. But now people are going to consume more Korean media.
That's what I was touching on earlier.
Even though Battle Royale is Japanese, but it's just the concept is there that people are going to start consuming more of this media.
That's what I was touching on when I was saying. So many people that I wouldn't have expected to watch something like Squid Game have watched it. Like just people from work were like, "Oh, have you seen Squid Game?"
And they watched it subbed
like I said, that's it. People watching it subbed. People are buying in to watching it in subbed and that. Like my sister watched it. She didn't watch anything like that at all. And she definitely wouldn't watch anything usually in sub. But she did.
A lot of people like
because she was basically told like when she was like going through Twitter or whatever, don't watch it dubbed. You gotta watch it subbed, innit? So it's quite good.
It's good because I think what it means, like you said, is we're gonna see a lot more. Maybe a lot more Korean-based movies and dramas coming to more Western media because we get a lot of Chinese movies and dramas, Japanese more so, especially with anime. But now, like the Korean market is going to slip in. It'll be good. It'll be good to kind of like have these kind of movies and TV shows contend against like traditional Western media and stuff like that. But I think also what we might see is like these actors who are in Squid Game also bleed into Western media stuff as well. And people want to watch that stuff off the popularity of Squid Game because they're in it as well. So. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. I think 12 months for these guys because I don't think the Squid Game hype is gonna die down anytime soon.
I think we'll be going for a while.
Yeah, because there's just so many stuff you can meme.
Yeah, that's what
the memeability of it was
ridiculous.
It's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I go back to something we ain't spoke about. You know, like before when they have the dinner.
Yeah.
And we went to how they all became like fucked. They all took a knife with them after the dinner.
No, but didn't they leave the knife there on purpose?
No, they all took it before the
No. When they cleared the place, they left the knives on the table on purpose.
But even then,
for them to take. Even then, they knew they would take them with them.
Yeah, even then, obviously, Jihan's got his, but he's like, I'm not. This is not me. Thing starts. She's bleeding out.
Yeah, from her.
You go to thing, like it goes dark or whatever. Sangu comes out of nowhere.
He kills her.
He slices her neck. It shows how
he's been a villain since day one. Like since episode 1, he's actually been the villain.
It shows how completely like this is not the guy I grew up with. Basically,
nah.
He's just a completely different person. How it can change someone, isn't it? Yeah.
How like the most extreme situation can completely change someone. But even then, the most complete extreme situation, Ali didn't change.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But that was his downfall as well.
Yeah.
Because I think it was to survive, you have to change, or you're not going to survive.
He was just way too trust and rapper to the end.
Too naive.
So then is Sangwoo in the right then? Is he doing the right thing then? Did Ali do the wrong thing? Because
I would say in that situation, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Because it's my life or yours.
I still hate him.
Yeah.
But in that situation,
it's my life or yours.
He did the right thing.
It's my life or yours, man.
Because
just speaking about that marble game in particular, man, you can't do that.
It's my life or yours, man.
Because if
you have to do him like that.
No,
because you should have.
Remember, he was losing, bro.
I know he was losing.
He said, "I couldn't come up with a plan," and Ali was dumb enough to believe it.
No, but it's the way he sent him. It's the way he sent him
back, and he changed the thing. Yeah,
he clocked at the last minute, and my man was already gone. He's already
even at the end, Ali was still like. That's the one, like that. He thought that was his friend, and even up to the point of him realizing that the marbles were fake with like stones, he still almost had this kind of like, you know, my friend did what he needed to do in the situation, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or bad thing for Ali.
We need more Alis in the world, man.
we need that.
But also, as we pointed, it just shows how like literally the power dynamics is between obviously normal South Korean people and undocumented immigrants.
Yeah,
that you know,
even the way they treated the girl from North Korea as well was totally different. You know.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah. Like like, there were a lot of power dynamics within. In fact, the whole show is about power dynamics.
From the rich to
the rich to the poor to like the people within the Squid Game itself. The way they created all these kind of like little cliques and stuff like that. Even you see like
men to women,
even
old to young.
Yeah. Even within the guards themselves, you see there's a power hierarchy there as well.
Yeah.
And how that is reflected within the wider Squid Game as well. So like it's all about power dynamics at the end of the day.
Well, even in the marble game though. The guy and his wife, bruv. He should let his wife win, you know. Even though he killed himself after.
No, but it's a question of like how do you decide if you're gonna live or not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I'm the man. I gotta die, bruv.
Yeah, but then your wife's just gonna end up being sad, isn't it? So like,
but the wife would have died anyway.
Yeah.
She would have got no further right.
That's true. She would have gone over.
They very much relied on each other.
That's true.
Do you know what I really liked during the marble game? You know the thug?
Yeah.
And the guy was like, you ain't my boss. You ain't my boss.
Yeah, he was getting bare cocky. Then the guy like, I've won. Then the guy was like, no, the time it up so you can still play.
When he knocked his marble into the thing, stress.
Head was gone.
Straight, head gone.
Because up to that point, he was like bum licking him.
Yeah,
the whole show, they're like, my boss. They think, the guy. But
then he completely switched it. He said, you ain't my boss.
Because you said, like, you basically showed, I'm just using you to get to the next level.
Exactly,
I've been using you,
Again,
but then he do that anyway.
Yeah. But even one thing I liked about Jihan when they were talking, like, when the guy came to speak to him, and when they put the barrier, Jihan was like, you're the strongest one in here. You're the big bad wolf at the top. I wouldn't trust the people you're around because you're on other walls.
Yeah, that was smart. That was smart because it played on his mind.
Like, I couldn't.
No, don't worry about it.
You go sleep. Don't worry, I'll stay up. Because if I sleep, you're gonna kill me in my sleep.
Yeah.
So that was like mental warfare, innit? Because even though he knew physically,
I'm not gonna beat him, so I'm not gonna beat him.
But
so if I can put doubt in his head, I've won in that way because he's not thinking about me no more. He's thinking about his own group.
I'm just thinking though, like there's something about that particular scene where I'm just like, why didn't he just attack him? Even with all the mental games going on, like why didn't he just like?
I think he routed him enough to think, cool, nah.
Yeah, he
routed him enough to do that.
Okay.
Because what he basically put in his head as well, that if they killed, say, Jihan and his group, then what would happen next? Or what if they killed everyone else there, then what happened next? Then they're all going to turn on him.
Exactly.
Right, no, you're right. Yeah,
so he was trying to keep the balance of the game with the people, in a sense.
Because it's a case of like, once all the weak people are left, or gone even, it's just going to be
then who's next?
So who's next? So they're all going to turn each other on. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right. So even though there isn't a season 2 confirmed, what do you think will happen in season 2? Aside from like the whole like red.
I want to know what Gian. Actually, before we go to season 2, let's talk about Gian. Obviously, he wins now.
Yeah,
he wins. Then obviously he goes a whole year not using the money.
He gives some of the money to He gives some of the money to someone. I can't remember who else.
No, that's after a year. But then after he goes a whole year basically just living on the street. Because like he's got PTSD, just mentally out of it. Then obviously he gets a call to go meet the big guy, meet the old guy. That's how he finds out the whole plot. The old man is a thing. But after that, this guy somehow he dyes his head red.
Yeah, which I don't get why.
That made no sense. Actually, no, his head's completely gone. He's completely loony now. He's completely lost it. You know he's about to go. He's at the airport or something, or the train station.
Yeah.
Because he's before that, he sees the guy playing the game.
Yeah.
And he goes like, "Bruv, do not play this game. Whatever you do." And he's telling him. You remember when he's goes to the guy, "Bro, whatever you do, do not call them. Do not play this game." Because guy runs off like iPhone ban. Then he about to go see his daughter now and he calls the thing. And I'm thinking, bro, just go to your daughter, man. You don't have to do anything but be a father, bro. You got all this money. Just literally go to your daughter, bro. Go to your daughter. Trying to be Batman. You're not Batman.
Like you barely survived.
Because even the police guy, he didn't survive. Yeah, actually, we haven't spoke about him. Man got shot by his own...
No, he's alive. He's alive.
Okay, let's say he's alive. But he got shot by his own brother, bro.
Yeah, I know. That was mad.
That's his own brother.
I mean, his brother was just coming quietly, you know. Like, I don't want to shoot you, but I have to shoot you.
But then again, because his brother showed his face, though, he's going to do something. Because remember, when
that's because of the sort of face.
What's the face? That's it. Because I said, the main guy said, I don't care if you're selling organs, but the main rule, you can sell organs.
Basically, he doesn't care. As long as you don't break the integrity of the game.
Don't interfere the game, because there's a break. He was telling the doctor what the next game was. You don't break integrity, and you don't show your face. Those are the only rules. You can sell the organs for all he cares, because organs are very expensive as well, as we know. Very in the black market. But the guy showed his face. So I think the guy, he broke his own rules. Either his subordinates would kill him, or the higher ups would kill him.
Yeah, sure. But even then, I don't think he didn't show his face to...
He showed his face to his brother.
Yeah, but not people behind him.
But he took his mask off.
So he had to shoot him at least.
Yeah, but he took his mask off, so I'm saying.
Yeah.
But even shows that even the brother, to do that to your own brother, how deep is he in it?
Because he said his brother went like years ago or something like that. He got the same card.
Yeah. I can't remember what year it was, but obviously you saw him pick up the thing. Was it 2015?
Something like
that. But I think that also confirms the whole, like, okay, depending on what colour you pick, it depends on whether you become a contestant in the game or not.
Yeah, because I think that made the strengthen the theory. Yeah. Now I'm guessing, obviously, the brother picked the red one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, but Jihan, man.
But again, I don't know why he tried to do...
You're not Batman, bro. Just go to your daughter, live your life, bro.
And then he turns around with
his red hair. Bro. Like, bro, this guy got the red hair came out of nowhere, bro. I'm thinking, like, he's
that made no sense.
Yeah. But I did like what he did was, obviously, because remember, the North Korean chick, she's like, no, if you make it, please, no matter what I do, just make sure my brother's okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, it also Sengu's like to Jiyeon as well, like, make sure my mum's okay.
Yeah.
He brought the things together because what's the mum missing? She needs money and she like wants another son.
Yeah.
So basically, she gives Sengu's mum a new son. Like, please take care of him, and I got money to make sure he's all right. I did like that.
That was nice.
It did take him a year. It probably took a year to like heal and whatnot, to finally come together and put things together. Like, cool, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna close the ends of the people that I promised.
That's why Jihan's my favorite character, even from before he even entered the game, innit? Everything he does is about money, but not everything at the same time he does isn't about money.
Yeah.
Because you know when he goes round to ask money from obviously like his ex, obviously with the family, and they tell him to leave.
Yeah.
And then the stepdad gives him the money and he punches him in the face. Like, so whilst everything is about money for him because he desperately needs it, not everything is.
Yeah.
That's why I liked him so much as a character.
We're running out. Anything else we want to add? Even though we know there's no season 2?
With season 2, besides him being Batman, I don't see what he can do. Unless they do new contestants, isn't it?
It's gonna be done. It's
gonna be new contestants and completely different games.
Yeah, completely different games. Different games. I'm guessing
it'll have to be that.
But is it gonna be a case of like they're gonna put him back in the games?
I think it'll be like literally, obviously, you know how concurrently it was running, literally the police guy was doing his own investigations and the game was going on. It'll be like, Jihan trying to like figure shit out and there'll be different games going on.
Right, so trying to like expose like the Squid game and stuff like that. Okay. Whilst a new game is growing on.
Exactly,
And then obviously we meet new characters through the new contestants.
New characters, new motivations or whatnot.
Oh, and his brother did the recording as well, didn't he? I forgot.
Yeah, but he was doing recording, but I think the recording, because the signal was crap, the messages and that didn't get sent through.
But it's still on his phone though.
But then again, the guy got shot, he fell into the water though, and...
Bag of rice, bruv. Put the bag of rice in there.
Rice.
Nah, yeah, okay. I can see what they could do with the season 2, but it's all about if the director is gonna want to do season 2.
That's
I mean, it took him 10 years.
Literally, he wrote it like 2008, 2009, and he got rejected by so many different studios.
Yeah.
I saw that. He got rejected a lot of times until...
Which again, kind of.
I bet everyone who rejected him is fuming, isn't it?
Thing. Yeah. So, like it's just like the whole, even outside of the series, like everything leading up to it being released, it's just about power struggle again. Like it's the power structure in terms of like him getting his show approved and him getting his show kind of dismissed, and people don't want to like. I just find it so interesting. Like, so I think for a lot of people might just see like the whole like overarching theme of just like, okay, what are we willing to do for money? But at the end of the day, it's more about power.
Yeah.
and money is just an aspect of power. But like the whole thing is about power and what people were willing to do to others because they have that power in that position.
Or what people do to obtain power as well.
There we go. Yeah. We good?
Yes.
Gucci. Yeah. Gucci. All right, cool. That wraps up this episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in, as always. Thank you to Noble Chairs for the new chairs as well.
Shout out Noble Chairs.
If you're not watching this episode, you need to go watch this episode and look at our
Shout out Noble Chairs.
Thank you, Noble Chairs, for the support, honestly. No news, no updates yet. We always say that, but guys, I promise you, there is stuff we're working on.
No, but the thing is, when we have stuff, we tell them.
No, we have stuff, we'll tell you, but there is stuff we are working on. It's just taking a long time to kind of find that stuff because pandemic. But there is stuff in the works, and when we can tell you, we will tell you.
You'll be the first to know.
And you'll be excited about it. So just be patient, please. But the usual stuff for us on social media.
The council.
Twitters, the
council.
Instagrams.
Listen to questions.
Please listen to questions, guys. I don't know what happened.
And also guests as well. We want to start looking to that. Start asking
again. If you want to be a guest on the show, come tell us.
Yeah, contact us on it.
But if not, we're going to find that stuff for the new year and trying to get like new guests, get back on the couches, chop up about a lot of stuff. So do let us know and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, until next time.
Over and out.
Peace out. Thank you.
Are you a content creator looking for some new kit? Well, Elgato has a quality range of products just for you. That's right, Elgato isn't just for gaming content. From the Chroma Key green screen, the key light which provides studio quality lighting, and of course the new Waveron microphone providing outstanding quality audio, Elgato is there to meet all your content creation needs. Visit elgato.com and check out the full range of products for more information. And a big shout out to Elgato for supporting us.